Hi, everyone. My name is Dr. Alauddin Bhuiya. I'm an associate professor at Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai. First, I'd like to thank the organizers for this discussion session or workshop. Like I would say, like just to share my experience on the admission process, like while I was working at New York University in the Department of Computer Science. And this is mostly a very brief introduction, like how we decide about the student. I would like to also give give some tips, for example, like how you can optimize your admission. So there is no presentation, no slide decks, just 5-10 minutes, brief information. So first, I would like to start with like how the admission process works. Let's say you submit an application. You check all the required list, your GPA, your school results, for example, and then your test scores, SAT, ACT, if you are postgrad, then GRE, like subject GREs, and other requirements like recommendation letters, and your essay, like describing yourself and why you are a potentially the best candidate, like for this school for admission. And then the school or the university or the school admission office, like they receive this application. What they do, they check, they have a checklist, like if you satisfy the minimum requirements, like your GPA, for example, is it equal or above a certain level, like for example, 3 or 3.25 or 3.5. And then your test score, like if it is set, if is it more than 1400, 1500, 1550, something like this, and so on. Like if all other, like official documents arrived and in front of them. Once it is done, most of the time they don't decide if those like set scores passes. If not, they simply decline because of not fulfilling the requirements. No other like discussion, no other review of the application merit or applicant's merit. Then once you satisfy the admission requirements, it goes to the admission committee or the department, directly to the department. So the admission committee will check based on your scores, like they do a ranking, like all the applicants in front of them now, like they do a rank. And they do, let's say for your SAT is among top 10%, 20%, and then your scores, like your GPA is similar. And your essay is excellent, like you describe yourself nicely and you are giving the reasons like why you are the best. You did some extracurricular activities and everything is excellent. So they decide, like without much thinking, you just in the top, like the top 10% or top 20%, you are in. There is a very straightforward offer letter. And the next thing is, if the students is not among the top list, they will be put them in the waiting list. These students will be, the decided in the next phase. For example, we usually wait for other applications. Every day we are having new applications. Every day we are making a decision, and then there is a pool of applicants who are in the waiting list. We may give them the admission, but in a later phase we wait for the other best candidates. Okay, and how do we rank? Like I think I mentioned about like the GPA, your test scores. Usually like the school matters, your previous school I meant. If we don't have any information about your previous school, besides your GPA, we looked into other, scores. For example, your subject, SAT or subject GRE and ACT, and then also we look into your essay, like how personalized you could make it. Like, could you tell your personal story? You work at a good school, or you were from such a situation like it was very difficult for anyone to do such a, top quality, results, I would say, achieve in such a top level. So you are really a good fighter. You are really a hardworking student. You are perseverant, and you are disciplined. That's what we'd like to say. Remember, school always wants their best student. You want to get into a good school, and school also wants to get a good student. It is their livelihood also. You are their ambassador. If the alumni are doing good in the world, their reputation goes up. So they definitely want to see good students. And next thing is once you are in the top rank, or once you are in that near top rank, for making decisions, sometimes school offer interviews. So they invite the student to check their behavioral or interpersonal skills, and this is usually done by alumni and done by the school officials, faculties. For example, here at NYU, when I was in the admission committee, we invited the students at NYU. Right? So we literally bring them and give them the travel expenses, and let them walk around the department, why they would choose, and of course why we choose them. And based on this, maybe you will be selected or maybe not. It doesn't mean that those who are invited, the school select them all. Usually when the school is very interested on a student, they invite. All right. I think about the admission process. I mentioned, okay, I don't think I mentioned about the extracurricular activities. For example, you are good at soccer and you were the school soccer club president, or you were in the top player list in the school. You mentioned that, and if you are in the debate club or any other extracurricular activities, if you think that this would make you distinguish, you'd like to add this in your new essay. And of course, the recommendation letters, they should support your claims. Remember that. So print the recommendation letters from the teachers, professors who know you best. with whom you are very, closely working. They can give some instances why you are good at this, so like it's really important. And the next question is, this is the way like we select a student, the school select a student, right? The next question is how you will be selecting a school. Okay, so I think the best, or the the start should be looking into the school ranking and school requirements. So if you look into the school previous years, like admission criteria, they had a minimum requirements for their GPA, the test scores, and other factors. You qualify, then you want to look into their cutoff values. For example, what was their cutoff for GPA? What was their cutoff for SAT, ACT, and those similar GRE, those similar scores, test scores, and you can go on the other factors. So if you think that like their cutoff values for admission, meeting the admission decision is too high, like you may not go there, even maybe too low, you don't want to go there, like you want to go for a good school. The second thing is you want to look at the location of the school, right? Usually, I think school near big cities is good for travel, cultural and demographics. So maybe you want to choose that locations. And of course, we know that like most of the top schools are near the like big cities, or in the big cities. Also, you would like to see the tuition fees. Remember, sometimes the good school, if they think that you are a good student, is worth it to bring you, they offer you scholarship, they offer you tuition waiver, and many different way to fund your study. Like you may want to solicit the funding. So like, and my experience is like, for us, like when we were offering admissions for top students, let's say top 5 percentile, we offer a good scholarship. And of course, like you'd like to apply in the different categories of school, like from top, good, average. Maybe you can select some school, 1 or 2 for like safety net, like where you can get easily. And then the other tip is apply early. Apply very, very early, if possible, in day 1. Remember, if you are early, you are in front of us, like it's easier for us, it's usually like school wants to fulfill a certain percentage of seats in the beginning, so you may have higher chance, if you apply, like early, apply in day 1 of the school openings. And look around you, like if there is any alumni from your school or schools, like in that particular school, and if they're doing good, meaning you have a high probability of getting in. And for postgrads, I think finding a faculty is a very good, it will bring you a very high chance to get inside the school. I think this is it for now. I would like to come back to you, probably bringing some faculties from or my colleagues around me next time, and I would like to also answer and follow up session with you if you have any questions. Thank you.